How's it going, everyone? We are back again for day 2 of DECKSMAS. That's right, we are coining this little series that I'm doing DECKSMAS. I'm not sure if I was clear on that yesterday, but today the spotlight is on Diamond Webam Ultra, and honestly, this is one of my favorite diamonds. I really wish that his evos were a little bit better, but I've built him a little bit of a fun, casual deck with all kinds of little unique strategies and a couple of Bakugan to support this little guy with his excellent, very accurate spider design. So let's get right into it. He's got the classic plus 650 blue shield and also plus 150 plus 2 green fist. And then the other Bakugan in his team to support him are Aqua's Kubo and Aurelus Garganoid Ultra, of course, with the best cores that they can carry as well. Let me go ahead and open those bad boys up for you. Yep, 2 of the, I guess you could call them 4 power creep boys, although Garganoid's been around since wave 1. So that's the team. Spotlight on Diamond Webam today, as I said earlier. Let's go ahead and get into the cards. First, for Evos, 2 Maximus Webam Ultra. This is better than the Diamond Evo, and it's also got a really fun effect. You might not ever see it in a game because of its 7 cost, but still, gotta play it in there because Webam is the star of the show after all. Next, 3 Hyper Garganoid Ultra. This is one of those ones that you're gonna want to see as much as possible, just because Hyper Garganoid Ultra is fantastic. It can hit solid 1850B, I think, for just a 3 cost Evo, which is excellent. And then lastly, to round it off, 2 Hyper Kubos. It's 2 cost for plus 400B. What more could you, right? Plus 400B? Yeah, plus 400B. What more could you ask for, especially for turn 2, to hit that whopping 1750B on a blue shield? So those are the Evos. Let me swipe those off to the side. Working on the ability cards now. 3 Nature's Power. We're just splashing Ventus into this deck. It's mostly Aqua's cards because Aqua's is just straight up better. But Nature's Power is just basically one of those best 1 cost ability cards in the game. Give a non-Ventus Bakugan minus 500B. It's amazing. And to go along with that, 3-1 with Natures for all of your problem opponents. Like take yesterday's deck, for example, with the Dan and Titan Drago combo. You could just play this on turn 2 or whenever your opponent gets out that Dan and just force them to energize it, which it's an excellent Ventus card. So moving on, the reroll package of this deck. I always like to play at least 6 rerolls. 3 Deep Dives, 3 Dark Waters. Deep Dive is, of course, always better than Dark Waters because it lets you dig into your deck for any of those cards that you might need. But both of them are really good for the reroll alone. Next, 3 Liquid Arts. You are playing an Aurelus Bakugan in this deck, so it's a 1 cost for plus 400B, which is better than Tides, better than Tides, better than Greater Water Boost, just overall. And then the 1 Tides, just 40th card of the deck, gotta fit it in there somewhere. It's still nice to have at least at 1. And for the 2 costs, for our Aqua's action cards, 3 Blinding Inks. Just more disruption to go along with that 1 with Nature. If your opponent plays a problem action card like a Might of Syndius, for example, just Blinding Ink it. And it'll make them sad and force them to flip cards over in their deck. Next for the 3 cost cards, 3 Hurricane Winds, 3 Wave Slashes. I will praise Hurricane Winds as being better than Greater Water Boosts for as long as the sun is up. It's just a fantastic card. It works better in the grind game than Greater Water Boost, and it's also more, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have to just play Wave Slash with it. You could play basically anything, and that makes it have a greater variety of uses, I suppose, than just a normal Greater Water Boost. So there's all the action cards. Next, we're playing just 2 heroes, 2 Stratas. If I had a 3rd Strata, I'd throw out that Tides. For a 3rd Strata, I just really enjoy this card more than Shun, just because it sort of burns your opponent's deck, and also you can pretty much out-resource your opponent, despite the fact that both of you are drawing 2 cards instead of 1 every turn. So there's the only heroes that we're playing in the deck. And for flip cards, lastly, you know I gotta play 6. I would just love 6 as a ratio. 3 Fierce Charge, 3 Tiger Reflex. If you wanted to make this deck a little more competitive, well, first throw out Diamond Webam, but we're not gonna be mean to him on December 2nd. Yeah, because that's his day. Secondly, you could just throw out either one of these sets of flips and try to find yourself a lower cost set of flips. But yeah, for a casual deck such as this, 6 flip cards that stop the non-whatever faction that are relatively higher cost or free under the right conditions, that works just fine here. So I hope you enjoy day 2 of DECKSMAS, and I'll be back tomorrow with yet another unique deck profile for another unique Diamond Bakugan. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.